Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Jaguar XJ6, then take you for a drive in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 2.7 TDVi executive 4-door. It's 2005 on a 55 plate. It's got 11 stamps in the service book. Done 83,083 miles. Fuel economy, which is excellent for a car this size. Urban 26.2, extra urban 43.5, combined is 34.9, 0 to 60 time of 7.8 seconds, a top speed of 141 miles per hour out of a 204 brake horsepower 24 valve engine. It's MOT'd until the 15th of the 12th 2020, just been done by the previous owner. Road tax, 6 months is £178.75p, while 12 months is £325. I must point out the registration plate isn't included on this sale. It will go back on its ordinary number. So if you're looking at this car on Auto Trader, it will have a high banner, which I have to say I'm glad about, because I wouldn't want you to confuse this car with all the other dross that's available. This is absolutely beautiful. We had a XK 5 litre portfolio, and this chap travelled from the other side of the country to buy it from us. It was the same colour as this, in equally as good condition. The couple have had this from brand new, and it really is a credit to them. As I say, no expense has been spared to looking after it, and it's mint. It's sat on Pirelli tyres all round. The car is just lovely. You would expect that the type of person who buys Jaguars and the type of person that had this, I would expect him to have been a Spitfire pilot. That sort of person, gentleman and lady that came yesterday, part exchange this. This is just as it came in. It's not been hoovered or anything, it's just as it came in. So, and when Lance has been at it, it will look like it's just rolled out of the showroom for the first time. It's a proper car. I can't speak too highly of it, or the people that have owned it. And I'll just show you a couple of other little touches. In the boot, like there's a little container of leather polish strapped in a little place in the boot. You just don't get cars like that. So forget Glasses Guide, forget cap, and certainly forget Auto Trader pricing, because you just couldn't just couldn't buy one of these vehicles. You couldn't buy a better car for the money that we're asking for this. You could spend 2, 3, 4, 5 times as much and it'd still not be as good. Okay, so I'll just show you around it. The chrome insets in the bumper there. The big Jaguar chrome grille. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to have the leaping Jaguar on the front there because it's a danger to pedestrians or anybody you happen to knock over. Sat on Pirellis, the multi-spoke alloy wheels, chrome door handles, and also window surrounds. Remote boot release. Nice big boot. Got reversing sensors in the rear bumper, and also again the chrome insets. Carpeted inside, lovely in here. But just on the right hand side here, there's a little tub of leather cleaner, and it's just great to see. Cars like this, they just don't come along very often. Unfortunately, they seem to be coming along now, just as Auto Trader have introduced these price banners. And this is a beautiful car. As I say, you can forget the price banners. It's also got soft close boot. Just pulls it to there. Beautiful in the back here, especially if you've got somebody driving with a peak cap on. The seats are lovely, very, very high backed. It's absolutely mint in the back here. You've got this rear centre armrest, cup holders there, little spaces here for your phone and oddments, etc. It's just lovely. Isofix child rear seat anchor points in the back. The ruffle leather here for your magazine. You would think it was a new car. It's lovely. This beautiful walnut finish on the Jaguars as well. They just make interiors so much better than everybody else, all the luxury models. You certainly know when you're in a Jag. I'll just take you for a ride in it. Proper car. The inside vehicle is just beautiful. Still got the radio code in the plastic wallet, and the book pack here with everything in. Just put these in the back, out of the way, and I've got the service history typed out here. So 4th of the 12th, 2006, 14,044 miles, Stratstone Jaguar Derby. 28th of the 11th, 2007, 23,148 miles, HA Fox Jaguar Nottingham. 18th of the 11th, 2008, 34,391 miles, HA Fox Jaguar Nottingham. 19th of the 11th, 2009, 44,992 miles, HA Fox Jaguar Nottingham. 16th of the 11th, 2010, 53,114 miles. That looks like Bellini's Ilkeston Derby. I'm on board with Bellini's. I particularly like them in Harry's Bar in Prague, and also the Excelsior Vittorio at Sorrento. So 28th of the 11th, 2011, 60,485 miles, Bellini's Ilkeston Derby. 8th of the 5th, 2013, at 70,089 miles, HA Fox Jaguar Derby. 19th of the 11th, 2014, 78,016 miles, Bellini's Ilkeston Derby. 1st of the 12th, 2015, 80,573 miles, Bellini's Ilkeston Derby. 22nd of the 11th, 2017, 81,549 miles, Bellini's Ilkeston Derby. 10th of the 8th, 2018, 82,720 miles, TRS Vehicles Centre Derby. Last serviced include both EGR valves and aircon regas. New front brake pads and a new battery just fitted. So as I say, no expense spared. It really is just a beautiful car. The leather in Jags, the walnut. Also I'll just show you the seat. It's got electric memory seats, so when you switch the ignition off, it won't go any further back because my seat's as far back as it'll go. So hang on, I'll just demonstrate that again. Put that in, put that down. So when you're getting out of the car, turn the ignition off. Steering wheel goes up, seat goes all the way back to give you room to get out. Put the key in, it goes back to the memory. That's not my memory, so we'll just adjust this, get it all the way back. So it's electric seat adjustment. Get it down. You see there the back going back, and also you should be able to see the headrest going up there. Yeah, there you go. So we'll just enter that into memory 1. There you go, and we're sorted. The old U-shape Jaguar gear selector, if you knock it across there, you can use it as a manual. Over here it's automatic, and it's got an electronic parking brake. I suppose you can't have everything. So 3-position electric memory seats. You've also got here height and reach adjustable steering wheel. I'll just take you for a ride in it. Now, I've always liked Jaguars right from being a kid. My dad had a Jaguar Mark II 3.4, same colour as Inspector Morse's, exactly, and not too dissimilar to this colour, and the same sort of colour interior. And as a kid, I remember sitting on the back seat and it being like a huge bench and virtually sinking into it. So first impressions formed when I was about 4 or 5 and lasted ever since. I love Jags, and as I say, there's a certain type of person who buys Jaguars normally, especially this shape, and I've got to say they're usually gentlemen. I don't think you usually see them flying up the outside, overtaking or undercutting you or pulling out at junctions. They're buying it because they've got nowhere to go and all day to get there, and it's just luxury driving. I think they drive better than all the top model cars, your Audis and Mercedes-Benz, and certainly BMW. You just waft along. They're I suppose equivalent drive, I would say, to a Range Rover. We're just away there. It's 2.7. Was it 204 brake horsepower engine? Just kind of effortless, but at everything. Going back to the analog clock there, the lovely steering wheel, and it's all like new in here. Doesn't look like it's been used at all. Even down to I like particular touches like the wood. Here there's a bit in the wood where there's a warning light, airbag warning light, and it's just nice. It's coming a bit too far over here for my liking. All good tyres, nice alloy wheels. So I kind of hark back to the Jaguar Mark 10 days and the Mark 2s, which were the favourite getaway cars before people turned to transit vans. I'm not liking the look of this traffic. It is Sunday here in the UK, the Sunday before Christmas. Chap here obviously thinks I'm trying to cut in front of him. This car has got sat nav as well. You've got sat nav there, you've got to agree to it, of course, like you have with everything else. So you sat nav there. It's also got Bluetooth hands-free, which is quite unusual for Jaguars, and I would imagine that most of the people who've got Jaguars don't even know they've got it, because it's the I have to say, I don't think I have ever looked at instructions on how to set the Bluetooth in a vehicle, but this one had me flummoxed. It really did. I had to look in the instruction book. Unfortunately, the owner of this obviously has got everything, and he's kept it, but I'll show you how to set the sat nav in a short while. And I'm just going to do a fly past here, make sure the motorway isn't, no it's not. It gave me a chance to annoy that chap as well again, so two birds with one stone. Here we go. Just gun it a little bit going down here. So we're up to 70 there. We've got multifunction steering wheel here. Let's just see if that'll set. Cruise override. cruise engaged, so it's one touch. Good system. Just need to plus it a little bit to get up to 70. There we go, 70 at 2,000 revs. Oops, gone too fast. That's kind of where the digital cruise control or digital speedo comes on, where it tells you exactly the speed you're doing. I just clicked it a couple of clicks too far and went too fast then. So that's doing 1900 revs at 70 miles an hour. So quiet, so smooth, just a beautiful car. I can imagine in a number of years this being sat at a classic car show somewhere, still looking like it does now. There we go. We've got electric door mirrors, just slot in here. If I had to fault it on anything, I'd think the tracking was slightly out. Just a little pull there and the wheel going down, but we'll certainly get that sorted. And going back to things about the previous owners and being maintained regardless of cost, when part exchanges come in, usually they're bone dry of fuel. Having said that, when they go out, usually they're bone dry as well, so you know that's not such a bad thing. But you can imagine for us, hundreds of cars going out, sticking 20 quid's worth of fuel in each time, over the year it mounts up. However, this one's come in and it's half full of fuel. The ones that come in with plenty of fuel in, we tend not to need to do much rectification to them. We do check them over. We go through them in the workshop, make sure everything's all right. We do a pre-delivery check. But as I say, the ones with plenty of fuel in, you never find niggly things. Usually like wipers, for instance. In fact, let's just try the wipers. Goodness me. No, absolutely perfect. I was looking for it squirting up on the bonnet. I was thinking, that's strange. This chap not having any washer fluid in his bottles. I just couldn't picture that happening. But of course it squirts through the blades. Oh, I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. I'm going to get past him. I don't trust him. Here we go. So once again we are really busy. Saturday and Sunday, my weekend off. I've been in videoing and photographing cars. But I've got to say it's a pleasure to come and do this one. It's beautiful. Chap behind me again and just testing how close he can get to me without actually running into me. So I'll just slow down a lot more than I would do normally. Here we go. Let's very bumpy road. Pulls up the hill, no problem. Lovely steering. Yep, no noises. The only noise there we're getting is from in there, and yep, I must send that one back to him. If he's anything like me, he collects them every year. And to be honest, just finding that in the ashtray speaks volumes as well. I love this car. You can also knock that over there and change up and down. Just knock it into fourth there. The third. You don't want to blow it up. And then you've also got sport there and the dearly beloved setting as well. Okay, well, I'll finish the test drive there. As I say, if you actually get to this, because it'll have a high price banner on it, but there's a reason it's a high price. It's because it's better than all the others. And we have a saying in the motor trade that nice cars aren't cheap and cheap cars aren't nice. This is a nice car. And anybody who buys this certainly won't be disappointed. Tomorrow I'll be doing an Audi Q5, I think, and that's probably the last one before Christmas. So again, if any of my regular followers, regular subscribers are watching, and anybody else, have a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year for 2020. And thanks for all the best wishes as well in the comments to me. It really does mean a lot. I still can't believe how popular this channel is, how many people watch us, 500,000 viewers a month, and we're just on our way to 11,000 subscribers on the main channel, and we've got probably 14,000 subscribers in total with the other channels too. Let me just see if I can just take that out. That's it, then the sun's not quite in my face.